Rise our friends, welcome back to the Banter Show. And we're on location outside our fantastic town hall, and it's the big Albert Basin Park, isn't it?
Oh yes, looking good. We
protest.
have a great turnout here, folks. So if anybody is still around now, you can still come on down. It hasn't started yet, so we're just trying to wrap a bit of atmosphere and get the thing going.
And there was a great chant going there, Ashley. Who came up with that chant?
Oh, of course it was me.
It had to be you. I was thinking that. It's a lovely chant.
Yeah, it's kind of. So we're kind of saying, let Nuri make its mark. Give us Albert Basin Park. So it's
Albert Basin Park, friends. That's about the height of it, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of passionate people here today, isn't there?
Yeah, definitely. It's kind of all age groups, it'll cater to everybody's needs, so it's just kind of showcasing that to the community, so
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least the feet are on the street, as they say.
That's it. Still not too late, folks. You can still come on ahead down. So
there you are. From me and Ashland, we won our park. We won our park. Simple as that. Give us our Albert Basin Park, isn't it?
Yeah. Let Nuri make its mark. Give us Albert Basin Park.
There you go. You heard it from the lady herself. Ashland, thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
We'll
Cheers.
talk to you soon. There you go, friends. Great positive beat here in the street, right outside our town hall or city hall, whatever you want to call it. Gary Stokes, Councillor Gary Stokes. Gary, are we going to get our Albert Basin Park?
We are, and we need it all. We need the park the proper size. We don't need a sort of a little corner of it and the rest of it sold off.
No, we want a park.
We want a proper park. Somewhere,
not a park.
If you don't have a car and you live in Uri, your only option, you have no park you can go to. There's nowhere you can go. You have fantastic parks, Kilbrony and up, Slieve Gullion are fantastic, but unless we do not have a proper city park, and all over the world, great cities are defined by their parks, whether it be Phoenix Park in Dublin or New York Central Park. Is it much to ask that people in Uri have somewhere you can go for a walk on an afternoon?
That's right.
And it'll bring jobs and everything to the place.
And not only that, Gary, look at the location. Look at the location. We've got a river and a canal. What an asset.
There's already great water activities going on.
Yeah.
Already, you've got the swimming every summer. You've got the water festival, the triathlon, the rowing, and all the rest. Now, a park at that location can only enhance that, Tony. So
can only enhance our city.
Yes, and people have a right. Councils are supposed to provide recreation areas. The people in Uri have a right to a park. The site's already in council ownership. As you know, it's been lying there idle for decades. For goodness sake, let's get on with it and let's get it done.
Just let's get it done. And even our youth today, our wonderful youth out of the Magnet Centre.
Something. Young people. Unfortunately, it's people like me and you, Tony, have let things like this get to where they are. The young people coming up are asking the simple questions like, come on, guys, we want a park. Because it's not like you can't wander the fields anymore like you could generations ago.
That's right, yeah.
Those places are closed off. You cannot do that anymore. It's not. So if you want an open, young people need an open space to socialise and everything else, we're going to have to provide it. And the site's there, so why not? Why can't we do it?
Gary, thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
Much appreciated as always. There you go, friends. Councillor Gary Stokes, he's supporting the Albert Basin Park project here. Rise our friends, we're joined with Brian Cleland. Brian, tell us about the Albert Basin Park project.
Well, the project really came out of a Uri 2020 meeting about 3 years ago. We had an open public meeting to decide, trying to see what things the community could do to make Uri a better place to live in, work in, come and visit. And one thing everybody agreed on was Uri needed a proper park.
It does,
because we're the only city in Ireland without a park. So, and the Albert Basin is obviously the best place for it because of the layout of the town and the fact we have 15 acres there sitting unused. So it's just built a momentum from that day, and everywhere we go, the feedback we get from people is just incredibly positive. And I think we're at the point now where more or less everybody recognises this something needs to happen.
And that's 3 years to present, to date?
3 years, yeah. So early 2014 we had our first meeting, and it's just built and built since then.
So there's 2017. I wonder how long it's going to actually take, but I think we're going to make progress.
I would hope there'll be a political decision around this this year. I think the politicians have realised this is something that has to happen. This is something that people want. We've almost 9,000 signatures. I'd be optimistic we get to 10,000 next couple of months. We've almost 70 local organisations have formally endorsed it. It's just huge momentum behind it, and it has to happen,
Yeah.
So it's only a matter of time. The sooner the better, as far as we're concerned.
And I was saying to Councillor Stokes earlier on, look at the location.
Aye.
You've got a beautiful canal, a big basin, and you have a river the other side.
We've such fantastic assets in this town. We really haven't made the most of them to date, and I think there's an opportunity to do something amazing. Not just to have a nice park, but to have a really exceptional park. I think if you look at the renders here on the banner, you can get an idea of the kind of things that we could do there. It just could be absolutely fantastic, and we're really excited about the opportunity.
And at the end of the day, it'll be a legacy left for our kids, won't it?
Well, that's what it's about. 30 years ago, the chair of Newry Mourne District Council, when they accepted the ownership of the Albert Basin, the canal from the liquidator, the chair said that they would maintain it for the generations of the future. And I think that's something that we have to hold the council to. There's an obligation that this is maintained for the generations of the future of Newry, and that's what we're all about.
It sounds pretty good to me anyway.
Yeah.
Brian, thanks very much for talking to us, and
pleasure.
hopefully you'll give us an update now in the future.
Well, indeed, absolutely.
So there you go, Brian Cleveland. Brian, thank you so much for talking to us.
Razor, Tony.
Razor! Oh, he's on the ball there, friends, he's on the ball. So there you go, that's the general consensus around here. But give us our park, and it'll enhance our city. Simple as that. So friends, we're going to take a look at this big poster just to see what could be done with the Albert Basin. Razor friends, and we're now talking to MP Mickey Brady. Mickey, thanks for talking to us.
Not at all.
How are you, buddy?
Fine.
So you're down here to show your support for the Albert Basin Park.
Absolutely, and we are very supportive of a public park in Newry. I mean, if you look at our towns and cities around, they all have, some of them like Banter have probably 2 or 3. We don't have one, and it's something that's badly needed. We have a growing population of young people and older people, and it's something that it's a provision that absolutely needs to be provided. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, and I was looking at the poster earlier on that the young people created. Mickey, look what could be done to the Albert Basin.
Yeah,
it is incredible,
there's
isn't it?
so much potential there, absolutely, yeah.
And as I was saying, what a great asset to Newry it is, you know.
Very much so, and will be a great asset once everything gets sorted out.
But at the minute, the Greenway is it's in progress.
Yes,
You can walk down to the Victoria Lock.
And it's brilliant because I've used the Greenway from Meath to Carlingford, and it's wonderful. If you look at Kilbrony Park, all of the facilities that we have here, and yet Newry has none on the doorstep, and we should have.
There you go. Mickey, thanks for talking to us.
Tony.
Greatly appreciate it. Welcome back, friends. Now look who we're joined with. The Daniel Craig of the SDLP, if you don't mind me saying so. Justin McAnulty, great man altogether.
Tony? How
Justin,
are you?
You're obviously around here to showing your support then for the Albert Basin Park.
Listen, Newry 2020 have had a great vision for a few years now. Brandon came to us and talked about his ideas and his vision for the future, and listen, it's something you could not support. It's something that's the town can be very proud of for the future, leave a legacy for future generations, and it's something that we need to get behind very firmly. It's not about the real estate value of the land, it's about the legacy we leave for future generations.
And the location of it. Look at the location. We have a basin on one side, we have a river on the other. Enhance the middle bit, you have a park.
Perfect location, you know, the water there as well, so there's so much potential within the location, and it'll be something fantastic for future generations.
Absolutely, Justin. And when you see these illustrations here, look what could be the potential of the Albert Basin Park.
It's so exciting. It's so
Isn't
exciting,
it?
Tony. It really is. And you know, hats off to Newry 2020, to Brian and to all the guys there.
Hats off. There you go. It's official.
They've brought this to the public, and you know, people are going to get behind it and support it now.
Well, hopefully so, Daniel to say. Hopefully so, Justin. Justin, it's great to see you out in the street again and supporting the local people for all the local
Tony.
projects.
Thanks very much.
Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you, Tony.
Welcome back, friends, and we're joined with local legend, the one, the only Tom Muir. Tom, how are you?
Doing the best, thanks very much.
And thanks for coming to talk to us again on the Banter show.
Indeed, oh no, the Banter show's good.
Yeah. There you go. It's official then.
It is.
Tom, you're here to show your support for the Albert Basin
Yes, indeed.
Park.
Yeah. Newry needs a park, and it needs a park for a long time. In fact, we have a few small parks, and we nearly lost one of them, Heather Park.
Oh, yes.
And thankfully the people in the area protested and says, no, we don't want to lose our park, and they still have it. But what we need is a big park, big enough for young people, middle-aged people and older people all to congregate and enjoy entertainment, enjoy sport and enjoy activities that keep them alive and healthy.
That makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then it'll be a legacy left for our children, grandchildren.
Exactly. And like the point is, it's where the site is ideal for the whole town of Newry.
Yeah.
And in fact, it would mean that when people come into Newry as visitors, they will say, well, Newry does have something. Because at the moment, as a city, we're very badly placed for anything in a real sense that would say to a tourist, well, this is a nice town.
And you look at the location of the Albert Basin. I mean, it's right in the centre.
It is right in the centre.
And tourists coming in.
Exactly.
And the beautiful basin.
Yeah.
You know, you can have your water sports or your leisure. It's great to see the boats there, Tom. Isn't it?
And it's also an area that was a big historic part of Newry.
Yeah.
It was when Newry industry started, really.
The docks.
Docks. Exactly.
The heart of Newry.
The heart of Newry, exactly.
Way back,
indeed,
yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
And it's a very historical place. I mean, it's the first canal in the British Isles as well.
It is indeed, exactly.
So what a place to have a park.
Exactly. It has everything going for it. All we need now are councillors who will act for Newry people and not just act for themselves.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what we need is a council that will say, yes, this is what we're going to build, and we're going to build it now.
Well, hopefully so, and hopefully this protest will push it on that little bit more.
Well, that's the thing that encourages me is that it's young people that organise this, and all due credit to them that they are doing it, because sometimes young people get a bad press.
Yes, yeah.
And here they are doing something that will be of value to everybody in Newry. Even old people like me will have great value. So I thank those young people.
So hence your poster.
Exactly.
We'll say we'll just turn that right. We older ones welcome our youth, showing the way to help.
Exactly, and that's what this park will be the way to help. Yeah,
speaks volumes. There's a wee man going to give us a razor. Razor for Albert Basin Park. There you go. That's it, friends. We're out of here. We've done our bit. Razor. We'll talk to you soon.
So don't leave us in the dark. Give us Albert Basin Park.